when truth bombs down the line. Promoting the Southland 1 week at a time. Promoting the Southland 1 week at a time. SCV chat starts now.
Like right now? Welcome to SCV Chat. It's Monday at 7 o'clock, and it is time for your weekly episode of SCV Chat. I'm your host, Stephen the Moose, and before we get started, please remember the views and opinions expressed in this broadcast are not necessarily the views and opinions of the SCV. It's GEC, Northern Divisions, Brigade Camp Service, subsidiaries. How is everybody doing in Dixieland tonight? We have a good show for you planned, or I think so. And I'm right now in the middle of trying to figure out why Facebook is not letting me have it posted on our page. So that's what I was doing at the start of the episode. So my apologies. That's interesting. Okay. I don't know what Facebook is doing here. Let's just see if we can fix that. Facebook has been interesting this week. All right. So no, don't tie it to that event. It wasn't linked on our page for some reason. So that's, again, my apologies. We had to kind of stop the show. It is, for some reason, not connecting to our Facebook page. But I know people are watching from Facebook, which is even more confusing. So it's a great day. It's just a great day. For those who don't know, just go to scvchat.com and hit live episode, and you can watch our episodes live. If you want to comment, you could go to us on YouTube tonight. And we highly encourage everybody to support us on YouTube. As Facebook has stopped allowing, now this isn't an SCV thing. They aren't attacking us for once, but Facebook has decided all around to not keep live videos in archived. So, if you want to see the SCV Chat archive, we have everything from season 2 till now and a couple episodes of season 1 on YouTube. Season 1 wasn't on Facebook anyway because we had a different home for our first season, but everything from season 2 onward is on YouTube, and I highly encourage everybody to please go support us on YouTube as we continue to get more strong in our numbers. We'll probably be doing a lot more stuff on YouTube simply because it is the number one app or social media that you can watch this type of content on. So I do highly encourage y'all to go check us out on YouTube. Just go to YouTube, type in SCV Chat, hit the home page, scroll down, and you should see our current live schedule for that week, as well as all our past videos and all types of content we post on there. So go please check it out. Yeah, no, in 91 days, content will be deleted. I'm so happy that we've been streaming on YouTube, or I would have had to spend most of this month downloading episodes to put on YouTube, because I still cannot believe Facebook is just doing away with library content. For that's content that is stored for everybody to watch forever. And so it's a very annoying. And if YouTube does something similar to that, oh my, I will have a very long day, or many long days. It would take me months to get the SCV library, the SCV Chat library from any one of our Facebook or YouTube content libraries. But hopefully, as we get stronger, we can prevent that by making our own library so you can always watch our episodes. But that is a down the road project. But it is good to see everybody. Tonight's topic, I will call it, is a program I made when I started going to camps to speak. So it is a 20, 30-minute long project. So we're going to be killing a bit of time tonight. But I do encourage everybody to please stay and watch, because I do believe this philosophy, as I like to call it, is extremely important to the SCV and its future. And the name is a bit deceiving. I will say that. For those who are worried, this is not about putting the SCV first in your life. I will explain more on that in a second, though. But it is good to see everybody. Jason, Lloyd, good to see you. Floyd from Camp 648 in Hot Springs, Arkansas, good to see you. Derek, good to see you. Robert, Red Clay, good to see you. It's good to see all our chat heads. We have a pretty good crowd on YouTube tonight. Look at y'all go. Look at y'all go. Let's see here. Dennis, good to see you. David, good to see you. Mr. Herbert, I just listened to your voicemail before going live. So we will be getting back to you very shortly, Mr. Herbert. AOT Councilman Roy Hudson in the chat. Good to see you. He said we got it from, it's on Facebook now. Okay. I don't know what was happening. Facebook has been giving me trouble all week when it comes to posting content. Camp 1765. Mr. Scotty, good to see you in the chat. Past Commander-in-Chief Jason Boshiers, good to see you in the chat. Oh, congratulations to the Helm camp for 30 years. That is a big achievement. Congratulations to the camp. Past Chief of Heritage Operations, Ron Kendi on YouTube, good to see you. David, good to see you. I think I already said good to see you, David. Well, it's good to see you twice, David. Wes, good to see you. Mr. Dennis, good to see you. The Lone Ranger, Past Commander-in-Chief Chuck McMichael in the chat. Yes, it is very pollen. I hate springtime with a burning passion. And the most sharp-dressed man in the SCV, Past Commander-in-Chief Paul Gramlin Jr. If you haven't seen his SCV career episode, please go check it out. Camp 778 in the chat. Brigade General J.J. Alfred A. Mooten camp. Good to see you. It's good to see you, Dr. Mitchum. Good to see you, sir. From Camp 1714. Al, good to see you from Camp 155. Daniel Brook from Camp 1703. In Kentucky, your commander, we started on time, so I'm guessing if I click and scroll down to the most new comments, Kyle might be here in a second. Oh, look at Chuck Michael going on to YouTube. Look at that. Go follow a Past Commander-in-Chief and go check us out on YouTube. Look at that. Jason says he's recovering from a great living history event held in Petersburg. That is awesome. Thank you, David. I didn't know you ran that group. I was just posting it as many places as I could. Victor Smith of the Private William Riley Milton camp, reporting from the Florida Division. Mr. Richard Garcia from the great Confederate state of Tennessee, Gainesboro Invincibles Camp 1685. Good to see you, Mr. Garcia. Keith, good to see you from Camp 1209. And Ron has switched over to Facebook. Good to see you, Mr. Kennedy. And David from Tennessee. As I said tonight, please don't click away. We will be talking about the SCV First Philosophy in a second. There's a reason why I'm waiting. Again, I made this as a 20 to 30-minute program, but I've been wanting to do an SCV chat episode on it forever. There's just no way to, with the topic, there's really no way to stretch it to an hour, unlike the new program I'm starting on social media, Mississippi Division. Hey! But that one is right now at an hour, and I actually have to trim it down for a couple of the camps I'm visiting. So it has been fun. But there was really no way. This is more of a way of thinking, and there's only certain ways you can explain a way of thinking before you're running around the barn trying to chase a cat. That might be the most redneck analogy you've heard today, so congratulations. So again, I'm killing a bit of time. I do think it's very important. Again, the title of it is misleading, SCV First, but we'll get into that in a second. Mr. Smiley, good to see you, sir, from Camp 1452, the Private Samuel A. Huey camp. Oh, there's about to be some deep thoughts on this show, and I will probably spend the last couple minutes of the broadcast talking to you, the chat. For those who are just rewatching, you can skip ahead to when I'm actually talking. For those who are watching live, congratulations, you're stuck with me. But I've been wanting to talk about this for a while, and I've spent the last 2.5 years going around to the camps in the Mississippi Division talking on this. I've been to a good, decent number. And after I said to myself, after I started making my next program to go speak to camps about, while I'll still be giving this program, I wanted to also give it on SCV chat and talk about it. And so, go check out my new program on social media if you're in the Mississippi Division. I'll be talking about that on here as well at some point. But we already have 2 great episodes on social media on the SCV chat show. So go check out some of our past episodes. And y'all don't forget, April is Confederate History Month, and the billboard campaign is coming up. We posted about that today on our Facebook and Instagram pages, so go check out that and get a debriefing. As well, we will be doing the same thing as we did last year with a video honoring veterans here at SCV Chat. So, matter of fact, let me make this declare real quick. I misspelled picture. Sorry for being so quiet tonight. We'll be talking very soonly, but real quick, please send please send a picture of your Confederate veteran, their rank and name, to us here at SCV Chat, and they will be a part of a special video dropping the first week of April. So make sure to please do that. Sorry, I'm trying to get the prompt ready, and it's not working with me. Oh, well, I need to fix that. And almost done. But kind of what we did last year with the a matter of fact, you can go see it right now on on YouTube if you have an idea what you want to do. Confederate Heritage Month 2024. Go check out that video. We're doing it again. So send a picture or pictures of your Confederate veterans to honor them with a special video dropping the first Friday in April. So you have until that Wednesday to send it in. I know it's short notice, but I'm hoping you already have the pictures lined up. Even if you sent in something last year, send it again. This is a whole new video, and we will be, again, that will be live. So, yeah, please send it again because we'll be making a whole new video. And while we have everybody's stuff on file, I would hate for someone to miss out. So send it again. If you can, please. Yes, Confederate Heritage is right. Every day is Confederate History Month. But I do say April does hold a special place in our hearts. So please, we do have y'all on our system, Mr. Roy and David. But just so I don't miss anybody, I would like everybody to please email us again with rank, name, picture. If you don't have a picture and just have a picture of their tombstone, please send that. Because I know not a lot of veterans have a picture of themselves. It can be before, during, or after the war. It doesn't matter. It's whatever your preference is as family. Just please send that in so I can get started on making that special video. And again, it'll be releasing the first Friday in April. That is going to be a hard deadline. So make sure to please send it in. You have until, let's say April 2nd. You have until April 2nd. That gives me 2 days to work on this because it will take a while. And I'll probably be working on it as the emails come in. So please, 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 please send that. But, if you don't have a picture, just, again, their headstone. If you don't have a picture of the headstone, if they sadly don't have one, first, try to see if you can get your local camp to raise money for that. That's a great cause. Second, I guess send a picture of the flag they fought under. I wouldn't know at that point. But yeah, please support us in doing that, as I'm hoping to make that a yearly tradition here at SCV Chat. Next year, we will try to not have, if you've sent something in, we'll try to make our database a bit more clean. Right now, it's kind of lumped in with all the other information we have. I'll be working on separating that this year, hence why I'm asking if you did send one, please resend it. It's good to see Camp 1671 in the chat. Good to see y'all. And Alan from the Lieutenant General Richard Taylor Camp of 1308. What did I say? I don't even know. I didn't pronounce your ancestor's name. Captain John. That's a good idea from past Commander-in-Chief Chuck Michael. If you don't have a picture of them, their headstone, send a picture of their service record card from the archives. Again, I know I'm not giving everybody a lot of time this year to get everything together. Our deepest apologies. I've kind of been swamped with work this month, so it kind of just dawned on me that we're getting close. I'm going to need that to be sent in. I love you too, GG. Good to see Miss Linda Gramlin in the chat. Always good. All right, everybody. I think we have killed a good bit of time. And Mr. Herbert is right. The Missouri Division Reunion will be April 12th through the 11th. April 11th through the 12th. Please go support that if you can. That could be fun too. Yeah. Now we do want pictures of your ancestors. But if you got any other information like that, you can also send that in. I like information. I'm a history nerd. So yeah, please get all that sent in together. All right. We're going to take a quick, an early Pop-Tart break. And when we get back, we are going to be talking about the SCV First Philosophy. And then at the end, I will have time for questions, comments, anything you want to add, because this program is heavily influenced by the camp I'm at, stuff they work with, and stuff like that. So we'll be right back. But real quick, let me see if I can make sure I have it ready. Almost ready. All right. Remember, this commercial break is sponsored by scvchat.com and SCV Chat on Patreon. If you go support us at www.scvchat.com, you can get cool stuff like our special video of the month, our favorite video of the month, where we pick a video once a month that we just really wanted to showcase, thinking that maybe it didn't get a lot of views, or maybe, I don't even know, just has something significant to that month. Stuff like that. Right now, I believe we have General Jackson's video up, and we'll be replacing that one in a couple weeks with the Confederate History and Heritage Month video. So go support that, as well as you have the Supporters tab where you can figure out our Patreon, an archive of some of the chat crew's favorite episodes, and so much more. And again, go check it out. You can figure out see our t-shirt store. Hey, and so much more. And then for $10 a month, you can support SCV Chat by keeping us live on the air. And I just noticed that our thing is not up this episode. I blame Jason. He's in the chat, so I can blame him. Where for just $10 a month, you can help us reclaim the narrative 1 week at a time. And in doing that, you get special content, your own episodes, and sometimes some after party episodes. It depends on a lot. And so much content that only y'all could see, or you see it first, stuff like that. So please make sure to go check us out on scvchat.com and SCV Chat on Patreon. Again, for $10 a month, you could really help us come a long way in the fight against the false narrative. So make sure to check that out. And again, we will be right back after this quick commercial break.
There is a place nestled in the rolling farmland of southern Middle Tennessee. A home constructed in 1837, nearly lost to the ravages of war. Saved by a servant and a Confederate general. A place where families loved and lost. If walls could talk, what stories could be told? If a place, a home, can feel love, loss, pain, surely this is one of those places. Nearby is a more recent structure, and inside are the stories of heroes and heroines, stories of battles won and lost, stories of sacrifices made by the people of its native soil. A place that will tell the true and complete story of the Southland and the war fought for its freedom. From the causes that led to the conflict to the modern-day struggles to protect Southern history. Historic Elm Springs and the Confederate Museum at Elm Springs are the general headquarters for the Sons of Confederate Veterans. A place where the story of the Southland and its historic struggle is preserved and told. Come and discover your history.
Always love that commercial. But again, please go check us out at www.scvchat.com and please go support us on Patreon. We're hoping to start getting some funds up to start doing some really special things this year. Not only will you be the first ones to see, but you also get your name at the end of every episode, as well as just general support and making sure that we can be the best we can be. So please go check us out at scvchat.com and on Patreon. And we'll keep this up for a bit. So tonight we're going to be talking about the SCV FIRST Philosophy. What does it mean? Why is it important to the SCV's future? Jason says it's fine to blame him since he's watching and not behind the scenes. That's why I picked tonight, Commander. I knew that you couldn't fight back, and I hope you got a good chuckle out of it watching on TV, phone, computer, however y'all watch. Charles the Ray, good to see you, sir. I have missed you, kind sir. I hope to see you soon at reunion. Mr. Derek, Commander Boshears is always working hard, bless his heart. He doesn't know how to take a break like I can talk. All right. So, again, this was not made to be a long program. Mr. Tom Wood in the chat. Good to see you, sir. So I will try not to blow through this like normal. But let me get something straight first. What SCV first means is 100% not talking about putting the SCV first in your life. It's not talking about putting it before God, family and all that stuff. Because for me personally, God comes first in my life. That's a hard number one. That is the most important thing in my life is my Lord and Savior. Second is my family. I spend a lot of time with my family. I work on my family's farm. I come over and see if I can help my grandfather with anything. Of course, if you know me, I travel with my father a lot because we both love the SCV. Well, he put that in me, but he also put family second. And I love my family. I spent a lot of time with my family. So that's number two. So if SCV first doesn't mean putting it first, what does it mean? Because for me, I would probably say the SCV is third on my priority list. God, family, SCV. Because I do so much in this organization. And I love it. So what does SCV first mean? Well, simply put, it's about putting the organization first when it comes to disputes, drama, or something happening. Because when you put the SCV first, you put your ancestors first. This whole organization is designed to honor the Confederate soldier. And sometimes I think we let drama get in front of that. Just being candid and completely honest tonight. You might ask, what do you know about that? I have been involved in the SCV for longer than my age might tell you. I joined as a cadet in 2007, the 7th cadet in the whole SCV. I believe it was either that year or the year before where the cadet program was made. I got to see my number a couple years ago before they took me out of the cadet system because they just forgot to delete me. And I was messing with one of my friends at the time. And yeah, sure enough, cadet number 7. So I've been a cadet in the SCV about 17 years ago. When I was 8, I became a cadet. For 13 years, I have been a member of the SCV. October 24th, 2011, I officially joined the SCV. So I am a bit deceptive in my age and my appearance with how long I've been in this organization. And for those nearly 17 years, I've either been a member or at least heavily involved in the SCV. I've seen some things. And I've seen some things that hurt us. And the main one would be drama. And it is definitely a hurtful thing. And I think it is why we have a retention problem and recruitment problem. Who wants to join something like this? And again, I'm not trying to talk negatively tonight. This is just a program that has been on my heart for a while. And I do believe it is essential to the SCV's future. If we can move away from these things, it would be easier to recruit and easier to retain. Now, there's a lot of things we can be doing, so why talk about this specifically? It is because I have noticed the damage that this stuff has done. Hence, again, why I want to focus so much time on this tonight. And there is a good verse that I'm trying to find. And I believe I'm going to go with Philippians 2:3-4. Don't do anything because of selfishness or because you want power. Instead, be humble, thinking of others as more important than yourself. Don't look out only for your own interest, but take an interest in others too. Colossians 3, verses 13-14. Be kind and forgiving to each other, just as God has forgiven you. And all over these virtues put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity. So, if there was Bible verses that were the theme of this talk, those would be it. Now, there's a lot of other great Bible verses out there, but those are the ones that I have picked for this talk. And David puts out a good one, Psalms 103, verse 1, I believe. And the reason why I picked those was a lot of people, not out of selfishness or the want for power now that is out there, will put what they think is best for this organization sometimes above making sure that this organization can flourish. It's a weird thing. Everybody in the SCV are Southern men. We're all very strong, opinionated men. And it's okay to disagree. It is okay to debate what would be best. And if you still don't agree with it, that's fine. You can go out and see if you can convince more people. That's perfectly fine. But when it gets to drama, lies, backstabbing, and all that, maybe we've lost something along the way. So be humble. Be ready to have to swallow some pride at times. Be ready to have to swallow some anger. And again, be kind and forgiving to everybody, just as God has forgiven you. Because things happen in this organization that can put a bad taste in your mouth. And I have experienced them as well. And instead of turning it into a feud, I decided to forgive. So those are kind of the two key aspects of SCV First. A disagreement and then something that could have hurt you in this organization. Because tensions run high when you care about something. And we all care about the mission of this organization. So that's why. The origins of SCV First came at a weird time in the Mississippi Division. It was about 2 years ago when I decided to run for 5th Brigade Councilman. The reason to do so is I felt like drama wasn't only hurting the SCV with recruiting and retention, but also holding us back from moving forward. We spent so much energy fighting, debating, going around to campaign against people, but not going around to honor our veterans. We focus so much on infighting, we haven't even looked at our outside enemies. Our enemies don't have to lift a finger. We will destroy ourselves. A lot of organizations that hate us think that way. They don't have to lift a finger. We're more than capable of destroying ourselves. And since a lot of people have take their eye off the ball, that happens. And now it's not the only reason that we're in this culture civil war, I like to call it today. There are many reasons, and I would love to talk about it at one point. But this is something that has also hurt us, and that if we don't address it because it makes us uncomfortable, it could be very well the end of us. Because it does hurt retention. It does hurt recruiting. It takes our focus away from our mission. It lets us get hurt. And when we get hurt, it's not us physically, it's our ancestors. And again, I'm expecting some people to throw some hate out tonight. I'm not saying I'm without these problems. I've had to work myself. Because I see, I don't know if they're attacking me or not, or it could be just getting a nice quote out there. If either way, I'm fine, but I do want to talk about that. No one's perfect. Everybody has let their ego get a little large. Everybody has not taken something with a grain of salt. Everybody's gotten hurt. Everybody's gotten mad. Everybody has let their emotions guide them. That will happen. What I'm saying is to not let our differences divide us, but to instead continue to work for our ancestors and strive as one organization. So SCV First came out of that thinking that, in my personal opinion, infighting, drama, and just overall pure hatred for some other people was hurting us. So I decided to run specifically to help, to be a peacemaker in the division. That was the whole reason I ran. I didn't want to run for office just yet. I was 24 years old when I ran 2 years ago. I didn't want to run for office. I feel like I have a long career of working in the SCV. I did not want to run for office. I really didn't. I just wanted to help the SCV and serve the SCV in any capacity I could. I think some of my positions right now I'm greatly suited for, and I'm very comfortable in those positions. I am one of the people that helps out, for instance, with the social media at the Mississippi Division. I feel like I'm very capable and know a good, decent bit of knowledge on social media and how to help it, use it for the SCV. I'm perfectly fine with that. I did not want to be an officer. I wanted to be a good camp member, be a good member to the division and national, and honor my ancestors. But I saw a problem that I couldn't let stay quiet anymore. And that was why I came up with this. And while pushing this philosophy, I've also gotten a lot of hate. When I was running, I got a lot of hate. A lot of hate. Either for my age, pure on lies, and things like that nature. And I had to learn to let that go and not take that personally. I had to put the organization first so I don't hurt the organization. Because this was a good man that was telling all this stuff. He is a valued member of this organization. I couldn't understand it at the time, but he just thought he was a better fit. So he either stretched the truth or other things. Now, I'm not going to say who this man was, but he and a couple other people really got around. Golly, they did a good job. And I had to defend myself. That could have been it. That could have been the end. When I lost the election, that could have been the end. Commander Gramlin, last time he was on the show, he says he knows a lot of people that lose in an election and just not run anymore. We need good people for office. I hope everybody runs that are good leaders. We need y'all. If you lose one election, don't let it dishearten you. If you disagree with someone and they win an election, don't let that dishearten you. And that's kind of why I came up with all this stuff again, trying to go back into the origin of SCV First and why I decided to push it like I've have over the past 2 years, and why I have continued to push it now as I am continuing to run for stuff, continuing to get more involved. It's very important. Drama infighting hurts us. So what is the SCV First philosophy now? Say you have a disagreement with someone on how best to run camp, division, army, national, stuff like that. Say that person wins an election or gets their amendment through or gets their idea passed by the governing body of chosen level. Don't let that discourage you. There are still great things you can do in this organization. Instead of spending 2 years trying to tear that person down, either their character or their plan, why don't you take a detour and do some stuff that you know would be good for the cause? Do your plan. Clean cemeteries, reenact, join the MC. There are so many things you can do in this organization. To spend a number of years hating someone and trying to tear them down or derail their plan that could be beneficial to the cause, Let it take its course. When the issue comes back up, bring attention. I do not see where this plan has worked. I do not see where it has bared fruit. Let us switch to our plan, and let's see if that works. Be civil. Let it happen naturally. I don't agree with everything that has happened or that is happening in this organization. Now, does that happen often? No, not for me. I think we have really good plans in place, but I don't agree with all of them. But I support them. I go up to someone, even if I disagree, and tell them I would be happy to help. If I truly think that it's doing more harm than good, I'll just go over in the corner and work on my own plan. That doesn't mean I'm trying to derail their plan. That doesn't mean I'm trying to hurt that person. I'm not going to talk crap about that person. I'm not going to spend years upon years upon years trying to hurt that person. I'm just going to do something else. There's so much that needs to be done to honor our Confederate veterans. There's so much that needs to be done to defend their good name, to get out in the public, for me to spend an ounce of time worrying about someone I disagreed with. And if someone has done me wrong, and if I need to just get out from that level for a while, the camp level is the backbone of this organization. I say, now, if you're having a disagreement at the camp level, that's a bit different. But again, you can still do stuff as a singular person or a smaller group. But we can disagree and not be disagreeable. That's a great way to put it. There are people who have traveled hundreds of miles to stop me from doing something. I don't hold that against them. But if we focus and put that effort into getting involved in the community, to getting a social media team together, to cleaning cemeteries, to putting up tombstones, putting up monuments, to getting the message and defending the Confederate soldiers' good name against false history. Could you imagine how different the landscape of this culture civil war could be? It'd be crazy. I think we'd be a lot, what's the term? I think we'd be a lot, we've done a lot of great things in this war, and a lot of people harp on the fact that they think the SCV doesn't do anything, which is a lie. But I think that there would be, I'm trying to think of a way to say this, because I don't want to feed the people that think that we don't do anything, because I've seen a lot of great work in this organization that I think has made a difference. That's a good way to put it. I think we'd be a lot farther ahead when it comes to reclaiming the narrative, if that makes sense. We have done a lot of good to make up track for lost time because we weren't getting out there as an organization. The Kennedys have said it a lot of times. The SCV is the best kept secret, and that's because no one knows who we are. So I think we have made a lot of good ground in that, but I think we could have been farther if we were choosing. And Victor puts it a great way too. The Confederate Army didn't always stay together. They sometimes took different routes for their ultimate goal. We need to look at them. We also need to look at them where they did make mistakes. They are our heroes. They are our ancestors, but they were human. They did make mistakes. Drama and ego hurt them too. Sometimes some people could point out distinctive things that probably ended up costing them the war. That was a lesson that they've given us as well. They've given us great lessons, good and bad effects. That's what makes them good men. They were able to dust themselves off. And James makes another good point. And a lot of people are making good points, and I'm trying to showcase them. I try to promote the outlook that it's not my camp, brigade, or division. It's our organization. I try to work with men that are chosen as leaders and do what I can do to honorably carry out the charge. Great. Perfect. And this is something perfect by Loy. Check your egos at the door. It's not about us. It's about our Confederate ancestors. And that is perfect. That is perfect. Because it is. We are in an organization that demands for us to put a group of men above us, our ancestors, to honor their heritage, or to honor their history. That is our heritage. You are in the SCV because someone bled on a battlefield fighting for a just cause, fighting for their homes. These were good men. And they deserve an organization that is dedicated to preserving their memory, educating the public, and honoring them. Honoring our heritage. They deserve all that. So let's focus. If you disagree with someone, that's okay. That happens. Don't let it hurt the organization. If you disagree with someone 100% and think they're going to hurt the organization, that's fine too. Turn away, do your game plan, or work at your level. Camp, division, army, brigade, national, whatever level it may be. That's fine. You don't have to spend a decade long attacking someone and shooting down every of their plan. So my favorite story to tell. Mississippi was deciding to do something that was it was about putting up a new monument. And someone voted against it simply because they didn't like someone that was a part of the plan. It made no sense. This wasn't a disagreement. This wasn't a I don't like the way you're taking the organization. I don't like this game plan. I think we should be doing this. This was pure hatred. There have been feuds that have been going on in this organization longer than I've been alive. I was born 26 years ago. And there are people that talk about stuff that happened in the 80s, the 70s. And keeping that hatred alive. And anytime this person does something, it can't be a good plan because they did this 30 years ago. It hurts us. It absolutely hurts us. It kills us. Could you imagine going to a camp meeting for the first time and they talk about this person they hate and they make up lies about them and they're trying to get the camp fired up so this amendment fails or this plan fails or they can go to the DEC meeting and shoot it down or they can do this, they do. Do you want to be a part of that? You spent the whole camp trashing one guy that you don't know from Adam's house cat. I know camps like that. Do you want to go to a reunion where it is just the most bitter, evil fighting around? There's a difference between disagreeing in reunion and it getting a bit heated and full bloody hatred. I've seen it. It's so sad. It breaks my heart as a Southerner. And we're better than this. So that is what the SCV First philosophy is about. Be a peacemaker. If two gentlemen are having an argument, that's okay. That's Southern. Think about it. States' rights, the whole disagreement that led to everything that we succeeded from was a disagreement over should national government have this much say in our lives? Breaking the Constitution. The most Southern thing you can do is question. The most Southern thing you can do is question stuff. That's fine. It's fine to get a bit heated. We all care about this organization. What's not fine is letting that turn into hatred. When the disagreement ends, when the amendment passes, fails, the plan passes or fails, or we go in a different direction and you don't like it, drop it. It's okay if, say, a couple years go by, 2 or 3. I think 2 or 3 years is a great time table to see if a plan has come together or not, or to see if an amendment is working or not. I think that's a perfectly good amount of time, 2 to 3 years. That's a term cycle in the SCV. I say 3 years because a lot of times it takes a long time, 3 or 4 actually. Give a plan time to mature. If it doesn't work, though, in those years, I would like to bring up the fact that this amendment, this plan, this thing is not working. And again, bring it up to the body, whether that be the EC, the DEC, the GEC, the National Reunion, your Division Reunion, your camp meeting, your brigade meeting, Army meeting, whatever it may be. But be a Southern gentleman. Live the charge day. That's part of my SCV First logo I made. Now, I made one today for the national organization with the SCV logo in the center. Again, this was made at the Mississippi Division level, so originally had the Mississippi Division logo. Above it, it says, live the charge, SCV First. Live the charge in your daily life. In everything you do in the SCV, think about your ancestors and the charge and what is our sole mission. It is to honor our ancestors. It is to defend our ancestors. It is to teach about our ancestors' sacrifice. It is to make sure that our heritage is not wiped out. Our heritage, their history, what they went through. That is the mission. In a world today where we have so many enemies on the outside of this organization, trying to not destroy this organization, but Southern heritage itself. We don't need any help tearing down this organization from the outside. There have been people that have joined the sole mission because they are so mad at someone is to see them fail. And in failing, hurt the SCV. Just so they can be proven right. I don't want any leader, I don't want any member to fail. Because that would hurt us, the sons of Confederate veterans. So when you have drama, when you have someone stab you in the back, if you have someone done you wrong, that's all okay. Don't make it your life mission to make their life miserable in every plan they fail. Because I guarantee you, even the worst member of the SCV will come up with a game plan that's good, that we should listen to. But I know people that have great ideas all the time that get shot down simply because someone either doesn't like the person or someone tied to it. There are people in this organization that hate children of the person that they disagree with. There are people that hate me just because of my father in the SCV. What? I'm 26 years old. He's nearly 50. I am another man. I'm not 13 anymore. Heck, I'm not 18 anymore. He is his own man. I'm my own man. But there are people in this organization that hate me just because I am the son of Forrest S. Dawes. And this is a great one from past Chief of Heritage Operations, Ryan Kennedy. When Donald and him our Commander-in-Chief Kennedy presented their massive PR campaign for the national SCV in the early 90s, it was rejected. But they did not leave the SCV. They kept working, and today the SCV is beginning that PR campaign. A house divided cannot stand. And Dr. Mitchell makes a point. If you don't make enemies, you're not doing your job. But at the same time, we shouldn't be enemies. At the end of the day, we're brothers. We're compatriots. Now, again, it's okay to disagree. It's okay to get heated. It's okay that someone did you wrong and you don't like them and you don't trust them. That's okay, but we have used it to hurt this organization for way too long. Way too long. The enemies we should be making are out there trying to tear us down. Again, our enemies don't have to lift a finger. They can just sit back, get back, and watch the fireworks, because we do. I've seen it hurt us for years now. At every level, I've seen people take hatred to the grave and end up hurting us more than helping us. Again, We have to let bygones be bygones. You have to turn the other cheek. Jesus, our Lord and Savior, commanded. And when someone comes and they hit you and they hurt you and they stab you in the back, you turn the other cheek. That does not mean forgetting it. That does not mean trusting them. That doesn't even mean working together. Now, would it be awesome if you work together with that person? Yes. I've worked with someone that has hurt me in this organization. I think he is a great heritage, a defense person. Me and him talk strategies about social media all the time because I recognize that he has the mind for this type of stuff. Great man. Great man. What he did, and I can now see that I think I was in the wrong. Now, that doesn't always happen. There sometimes I think I've been in the right still, but I just don't work with him. And if the operations comes along to work with him, I am going to work with him. If I think that is a right plan, amendment, what have you. I do like this. A president of a college once said, there's only one rule, and that every student is to be a gentleman. That man was General Robert E. Lee. We have to be gentlemen. We have to conduct ourselves like we are going into General Lee's office for a meeting. We have to conduct ourselves like, even though things can get heated outside of a meeting, that's it. That's over. If your plan failed, that is perfectly fine. Think about it for a couple years. What are ways to improve it? Is this plan working? Is it not working? Do I think we need to go back to my plan? You know, if it's really dire, you can bring it up as much as you want. Now, I don't know if that will get many people on your side, but it's something you can do. Thank you, Miss Sullivan. Thank you. Again, I am not without failure on this. I have been at a meeting and someone has directly lied to my face about something that I did. And I was sitting there like, I didn't do that. And during this meeting, me and this gentleman got heated. And oh gosh, did I get fired up. I went home. You know, I had a meeting the next day. So me, Connor, Dad were driving somewhere, and I was just telling them what had happened. You know, and how I know that this guy has an event coming up, and I'm not going to it anymore. I think I might have been speaking there too at the event. I can't remember. And I was like, I'm not speaking. I don't want to go. I don't want to have to present this or that or whatever the occasion was. I can't remember exactly. And my dad looked at me and said, that wouldn't be very SCV first of you. And I was like, dag nabbit, he's right. I have let this heated me up too. It is okay. We are human. It is okay to get mad at something. It is okay to, you know, at the moment, slap that person's hand and walk away. Now, if you can prevent that from happening in the first place, that's great. We have all done stuff to piss each other off. I know we all have. And that can get very heated at times, or to, hey, don't worry about it. But we should be, hey, don't worry about it all the time. There is someone that directly lied about me, and someone who told me that they hated me and they hoped everything I do in this organization fails. That's fine. That's your opinion. I hope you have a great day, sir, and I cannot wait to help you on whatever you need. Because I'm your officer. I'm your brigade councilman. I am your deputy chief of heritage promotions at the you need me to do because I'm proud of it. Sorry, I think I'm cutting out a bit, but I want to protect the Confederate soldiers' good name. United we stand, divided we fall. That's why I like working together with other heritage organizations. That's why I like seeing camps work together. Brigades, divisions, Army, big-scale national organizations working together, our national coming together with a group of people in this organization to make a great plan and to do something. Because working together works. Our enemies know that if we're divided, we will fail. Again, that's why they don't have to lift a finger half the time. We let our own chaos dwindle our numbers, make people leave, make them feel uncomfortable, make them feel unwanted, make them feel hated. We do all that to ourselves. So I ask tonight, I plead for you tonight to think about the SCV first. When you get into a meeting, think about, is this hurting the organization? Is this honoring my ancestors? Again, it's okay to hate someone. It's okay to be mad at someone. Well, not to hate someone. It's okay to be mad at someone. You could you might even say you have a deep-rooted hatred for that person and what they did back in 1940 or 2025. It's okay. But don't let that hurt this organization. Don't let that hurt recruiting prospects. Don't let that send a member away. You should never want to give a bad taste of this organization to anybody's mouth. We should be working together. And that is the main thing tonight. Working together. If we're doing... we shouldn't carry grudges. I couldn't agree with more. If we are doing as we should be too busy to carry grudges. I don't want to stand in front of my Savior and try to account for holding hatred. You don't have to like someone to love them. That is perfectly right. That is perfectly true. If we're doing what we should be doing for the cause, we should be too busy to carry grudges. If we're working our tail off of the organization, we shouldn't have time to travel from camp to camp telling everybody that you hate this person because they did this amendment a couple years ago or this year. It's okay to travel around camps and say, this is philosophy. This is why I hate this amendment. I take it apart. But I've went to a camp meeting and someone said they weren't going to pass an amendment or a game plan because that person's in charge of it. And that person told me I shouldn't vote for it. They didn't give a reasoning. They just went on their sole hatred for this one person that had a great game plan. We could have missed out if that amendment hadn't passed on a massive win for the SCV and Confederate heritage. A massive win. And the Mississippi Division nearly came that close to Mississippi. Now, again, no one's perfect in this scenario. We all have failed, but we can all do better. If there's any questions, I'll answer it now. Thank you, Councilman Hudson. Thank you very much. So if there's anything else, we'll kind of start getting ready to wrap tonight up. Type in Harrison SCV. That is my SCV page. That's where I do a lot of talking. That's why I do all my posts on the SCV. My personal page is just for my family and close friends. And while we're all family in the SCV, I've had people start judging my Facebook posts. So just for simplicity, just go follow me at Harrison SCV. Thank you, Mr. Floyd. History is our greatest teacher, and that's correct. Thank you, Dr. Mitchum. It's good to see you. Thank you, David. Well, gentlemen, if that is it tonight, I think I'm going to sign off and ask that you join me with the SCV First Philosophy. Join me in putting down drama, being a peacemaker, even if you dislike someone, even if you have deep-rooted hatred. Let's work on that. Let's work together. And let us honor our veterans. Because when you put the SCV first, you put the mission of the SCV first. And the mission of the SCV is to defend and honor the Confederate soldier's good name. The charge. Go look at the back of your SCV ID card anytime soon. And you won't be disappointed. Beautiful words and a mission statement that this organization does do. And we can do it even better with your help. I ask that you share this episode out, not to promote me or SCV chat tonight. I ask that you share this out because we need to get this message out. And you might not even need this message. I want to brag on Commander Boshears. He's a very humble man. Now, he has probably had his faults too, but we all have. Sometimes the choir does need to be preached to. Not everybody in this chat episode needed to hear this message tonight. But if you don't, join me. Help me. Because all I want to do is see recruitment skyrocket, retention skyrocket, and the work we're doing for our ancestors skyrocket. That's all I want. So please share this episode tonight for that one reason. I want to get this message out to as many people as possible. Explain to them. It's going to be boring for the first 20 minutes. He just kind of goes on a little rampage. But tell them it's worth it if you think it is. We all can do a better job at this. Me included. I'm definitely not without fault. Our ancestors were human too. They did make mistakes. Let us learn from them. Let us not let drama and hatred tear us apart. Let us join together and work together for a better future for our ancestors, for our heritage, which is their history. If you ever go into a thing and you're not sure what to do, remember the SCV First Philosophy. If I put this organization first, I put my ancestors first. And that is the main mission, is keeping their good name alive, keeping our heritage alive. Thank you all for watching tonight. It has been great to see everybody and talk with everybody. Make sure to send your picture of your Confederate veteran or their enlistment papers, their tombstone, whatever you have. Send it to scvyouthOutreach@gmail.com, and you'll be featured in a special video honoring our ancestors, dropping the first Friday in April. The deadline is the first Wednesday in April. So please send that in. And make sure to tune in this Thursday for Look Around the Confederation and send your SCV camp, brigade, division, Army, National, yourself, whatever you're doing news-wise about the Confederate soldier. Send it to us at scvyouthOutreach@gmail.com, and you'll be featured on the upcoming episode of Look Around the Confederation. Make sure to check out on Tuesday, Look Around Florida. Mr. Hardy show on Sundays. And remember, chat heads, to stay Southern. Good night.